When it comes to filling out the census, the labels do make a difference. Census results will be used to redraw congressional districts with racial and ethnic balance. Because of these far-reaching implications, grassroots organizations are working hard to not only get a complete count, but a fair one. Studies have established that Black Latinos are more likely to live below the poverty level than other Latinos and have the highest unemployment rate. Statistics that inspired the birth of Latino Forum and their Check Vote Boxes campaign.
We were directing the PSAs at Latinos of African descent. They know that they're Black. They know if they're Black, and they know it because they live in a world that tells them that they experience as Black people. We're not looking for people who had a great-grandmother who was of African descent, you know, because like in the case of Puerto Ricans, for example, all of us have una abuela que era negra. Nobody themselves is Black. You know, it's always in the background. It's always a historical accident. It's something that legitimizes a lot of abuse, because if your grandmother was Black, then you can't be accused of being a racist. So we use that in very interesting ways to kind of absolve ourselves from any involvement in a racist society. We're talking specifically to those who are affected on a daily basis, both within the Latino community and in the larger society, by racism and are identifiably Black.
The Afro Latino Forum feels it's important to change how Afro Latinos are perceived by society. They want Afro Latinos to be fully counted so that they can be fully represented at every level.
We participate in things like the National Council of La Raza. We go to their conferences. We've been going every year for about 4 years now and giving workshops on Afro Latinos just to make them visible. And the reception is always very, very good for those who actually go. Unfortunately, it gets scheduled at ridiculous hours like Saturday at 8:30 in the morning. So, but it shows what the NCLR considers a priority. Where does that conversation take place when you have a community that doesn't see itself represented in there?
According to Medium, it is because of this lack of representation and support that there is a growing tendency to be identified as white rather than Black or other.
My sense is that when it comes to Latinos, there's more of a tendency to identify them as white or other, both the census and people themselves. So in a way, the census is responding to the community's own reluctance to deal with Blackness or indigeneity.